the squad that has represented our nation.
Okay, we can see live visuals. Dev, I'll come back to you. We can see live visuals of the Indian team coming out of the Mumbai airport. You can see these could be the folks from the airport authorities that are felicitating the players that have just landed at the Mumbai airport. And much like the Delhi airport, they will be whisked away from the VIP exit of the airport and then get into that bus that is going to take them to Marine Drive, to a spot in Marine Drive, from where they are then going to be made to sit in that open top bus and then travel to the Wankhede Stadium. Fresh visuals coming in from the Mumbai airport of the Indian team. So they are there and they will be taken, remember, by a normal bus right now to a spot at Marine Drive, from where they will then get into that open top bus. And that's the moment actually that fans have been waiting for the longest time. You can see hordes of fans there trying to get one moment, one selfie with their favorite cricketers. And these are images from the airport as such. I can see the batting coach and Vikram Rathore there. Fans thronging to the Mumbai airport, all trying to catch a glimpse of their favorite cricketers. This is how they got out of their gates. Arshad, I mean, I find it tough to believe that this is inside the airport. Imagine what awaits them once they get out.
Absolutely. In fact, you know, I correct me if I'm wrong, I do see a flavor of a Caribbean flavor, let's say, to the Indian celebrations. Hardik Pandya with those shades, Ravindra Jadeja with that hat, so very symbolic of the way the Caribbeans sort of dress up at times. So probably that's the one thing that the Indian players have gotten from the Caribbean is the attire, the little mannerisms, and there's going to be a little bit of a Caribbean tadka, if I can say, to these celebrations that are to follow in Mumbai. But a felicitation and you know, surprising in terms of the turnout inside the airport for this felicitation ceremony that's been organized for the Indian players. Rajiv Shukla also one of those travelling members with the Indian team, and you expect there to be a bigger party once the players are out of the airport any moment now, because of what we saw earlier in the day at the Terminal 3 in the National Capital. Things were rather smooth. Everything was taken care of by the BCCI, from the luggage to the immigration. Everything was quick for the Indian players, and you expect it to be as slick and smooth here in Mumbai as well. So moments away now from the Indian players getting out of the Shivaji International Airport in Mumbai, and they will be then greeted by the countless fans that are waiting to get a glimpse of them. Some of them, in fact, as you are hearing from them, for 4 hours now they've lined up at the Marine Drive, outside the airport. Everywhere you see this chants of Rohit, this chants of Hardik. There is only high anticipation of what's to follow now. They're all waiting for the superstars who made them proud in the Caribbean to be coming out. And these are visuals first up on India Today that you see of the Indian team coming out. And the moment that you've been waiting for on your screens now, for all the fans, those chants are only getting louder, as you can hear possibly right now. And the Indian team getting out of the Shivaji International Airport in Mumbai now, Nikhil.
Well, that's right. Fresh visuals of the Indian team getting out. What really stands out from those pictures are those new jerseys that they are wearing. These are not the jerseys that they were wearing while the tournament was on. This is the one where they've got champions written on it, and might I add, it's also got another star. So they will have now 2 stars for the 2 T20 World Cups that they won. One in 2007 and the one that they won now. That is joint most for most T20 World Cups won, alongside West Indies, which has won it twice, as well as England that has won it twice, and now the Indian team, which will have 2 stars, having won 2 T20 World Cups.
Absolutely. And how pleasing is it to see Hardik Pandya holding the trophy aloft over there. The city has not been kind to him, let's be honest about it. The last couple of months were not nice for Hardik Pandya, but now not only has he managed to get the critics on his side, he's managed to get the fans back as well. And it's so very beautiful to see Hardik Pandya there. You see wearing his shades as well. We know that he has a certain liking to his shades. He's been having them on since the time that he landed in the national capital as well. Akshata also joining us here on the broadcast. So is Rajdeep Sardesai. Thank you so much for joining us here. And Akshata, if you could talk us through there, you see the celebrations. We saw a lot of these celebrations here in the national capital. The tempo is clearly just going through the roof now.
Yeah, it's ecstatic in Mumbai. Rajdeep is with us. Rajdeep, your city is bleeding blue today. I don't think any city can actually welcome the Indian cricket team as well as Mumbai can.
Well, you know, at the risk of sounding controversial, Mumbai is the cricket capital of the country. I know Nikhil and Harshit may disagree with that. The world has changed. You've got cricketers coming from all across. But I think there is something about cricket in Mumbai. I've always felt that there is something very special about cricket's connection with Mumbai. It goes back to more than a century. Just the number of times the city has won the Ranji Trophy, the number of grounds that you have available. At one count, there were about 110 cricket pitches that you can have turf wickets. I don't know any other city in the world that probably has 110. 110? What do you play here?
Delhi NCR will have 5 times that.
Okay,
But I agree, Mumbai is the spiritual home of Indian cricket. Without doubt.
For once, Nikhil and I have agreed. But look, you know, it's special that they choose to, you know, very fact that they've chosen to do this parade in Mumbai. Obviously, the BCCI headquarters are there, but they could have done the parade in maybe Delhi. But they chose Mumbai, perhaps because the city does have this deep-rooted connect with the game. And also, it's nice to do it around Marine Drive. It's a very convenient location. But I was telling someone...
Janpat is no worse.
No, but Nikhil, you know, the 1971, the first time India came back from England winning a test series, they did the parade all the way, not parade, they all went in vintage cars. There were 16 players, there were 8 vintage cars or 7, 2 to 3 players per car. And they did the whole journey from the Santa Cruz airport all the way to Brabant Stadium. And frankly, this crowd was small compared to that. Because in those days, there was nothing else to cheer. You see, today you could argue that I have to go back and watch my OTT. I've got to watch Akshita's show. I've got other things to do.
Plus, you can watch this sitting in the comfort of your home, watching India Today.
That is correct.
You could be on India Today and watch
Absolutely. So I think, you know, that's the difference now. But even so, the number of people who've gone there is quite remarkable. It shows Mumbai's spirit for the game. And
I was shocked, and I can't believe that there were bigger crowds than that in the...
Look, you know, I'm always surprised when I go down south and I see the kind of crowds that you get for actors, and when they do these big muhurats or when a Pawan Kalyan was doing his rallies.
So it's the Bollywood of Mumbai.
You know, every city has these things. You go to Bihar, you'll get a crowd for a political rally like no other city. You go to film star rallies in the south. You come to sport, and particularly cricket. I think Mumbai has this special connect, which is what we're seeing at the moment playing out. And it's, what are the 3 Mumbaikars in the team? 4?
See, there's Shivam Dubey.
Okay, Rohit, Shivam Dubey and Surya Kumar Yadav. Yeah. And we are going to appropriate Hardik Pandya for the day. You know, he's Mumbai
then you might as well take Jasprit Bumrah as well.
And we'll take Jasprit Bumrah also as extra. So we've got 5 from Mumbai.
There are 3 from Mumbai, 2 from Gujarat.
No, is it fair to really take Hardik Pandya? Because the maximum trolling perhaps came from Mumbai for
Hardik. But that I think is the defining image today, Rajdeep, because it's the Wankhede Stadium. I was just looking at the visuals now. Same stadium a month ago were booing Hardik Pandya. The same stadium is now chanting Hardik, Hardik. So it's changed, 360-degree turn in 1 month.
There was a fan who spoke to one of our reporters who was apologizing on camera, saying, I'm so sorry that I trolled Hardik. Wow. Today, I'm here to
celebrate. There's a couple of those...
I'll give you an example. 1971, this same team which got this unbelievable welcome from all the way from Santa Cruz Airport into the city, 3 years later, went to England again, lost 3-0. Ajit Wadekar's house was stoned, and the victory bat, which was created in Indore to celebrate the victory, was defaced and broken. This is Indian cricket. The good news is I hope that won't happen again. Because I think now, because there's so much of cricket, you're used to winning, losing the odd match. We were depressed when we lost 7 months ago in Ahmedabad. Now there's ecstasy. But I don't think people were attacking people's homes, throwing stones. You still see that a bit in Pakistan. You know, when they lose.
TV sets being broken.
TV sets being broken. But Look, this is magnificent what they've achieved, and Nikhil was particularly lucky that you won the West Indies. Harshit, did you manage to go there?
No, not quite.
You know, look at this. Yeah, I was asked by the producer to come for this show, and I had a deal. I said, you know, if you had sent me to the West Indies, I'd happily come.
You were busy with the elections.
They were not elections. We were ready to go straight from the elections to the West Indies. Look, he's come with a tan from the beaches of Barbados.
But it also means coming directly to the studio and working like Nikhil has. So it's been
don't make it.
It's been a tough 24 hours.
He's calling this work.
Rajdeep, I took a 16-hour flight as well.
There you go.
And landed and was expected to
You
live
also-
from the and unlike the players, he came in cattle class.
No,
But you on the same flight?
Exactly.
Did you get to mix around with them?
Yes, we did. In fact,
I
spoke
saw
a
a picture
lot
with the trophy.
with the trophy, for which I'm getting trolled now.
Okay.
I shouldn't have held the trophy. But
No, why not?
Yeah, it was the captain himself who got it. So Rohit Sharma spent a lot of time with us, just chatting, really relaxing. Hardik Pandya, we were talking about it. I asked him about it. I said, listen, a couple of months ago, you probably were going through the worst phase. What was going through your mind in that final over? Because you don't want to be the man who gives away 16 runs in that final over and be responsible for India's loss. And something very interesting he told me. He said, you know, you look at a tough situation, two different ways of looking at those things as we see the Indian players come out. He says two ways of looking at it. One, that okay, it's a tough situation, should I wriggle out of it? The other is, I look at it saying, no, this is my chance to be a hero. What's the worst that can happen? I've already faced the worst in my life. Nothing worse can happen to me. So he said, I took and looked at that opportunity to become a hero. And you could see that in that emotion. He started crying right after the game was done. And then that kiss by Rohit Sharma, you know.
And he said that, you know, that the time that he was interacting with the broadcaster and then he gets that unsolicited kiss from Rohit Sharma, I'm pretty sure he didn't mind that at all. But having said that, it's what he was, the message that he said is something that I could relate to very well, because we know we covered his story back then, you know, it was uncalled for, it wasn't for him, it was the management's decision, it was not something that he did to Rohit Sharma, even though it was differently perceived by the Mumbai Indians faithful. However, what he said that time and time again, I was being broken down and that was happening out there in the public. However, I never wanted to cry in front. It's ironic, the time that he actually could have cried and broken down, he didn't. But the time of elation, the man was in tears.
You know, it's a remarkable story. Just to carry, did the players give you all interviews? Are they allowed to do that?
Yes. So we've already done one with Suryakumar Yadav.
Oh, lovely.
After that, we've had a bit of a problem because they were not allowed to move out of their hotel rooms because of the hurricane. Now is our opportunity. Hopefully, maybe on India Today.